Hello folks, welcome to Rainbow Road Pool Exotic Gardens here on Salt Spring Island. We're in Ganges, and what you're looking at are Trachycarpus fortunei palms. There's a bunch of them in here, even a seedling down in there. There's a razorback from Arkansas, and this one here is coming into bloom. I think it's a female, and it's actually quite an old palm because it was growing under a eucalyptus tree in another park, and had the roots from the eucalyptus tree infiltrating this root system, and they wanted it out of there. So I dug around it. I still couldn't get it out by digging by hand, so I wrapped a chain around it and I put it on the back of my truck, the other truck, and I ripped it out by the roots with a chain, and there it is. It suffered a little bit, but I think it's probably been about maybe 7 years now it's been in this spot, and it's starting to do really well, and you can see it's coming into bloom. It's got flower pods on it. Got some lichnus here. These bloom nicely, purple flowers. It's a perennial. They grow along our roadsides, and lots of heather in here. There's a Magnolia grandiflora, lots of Skimmia japonica, so lots of BLEs in here, broadleaf evergreens. This one blooms nicely, this magnolia. There's Pieris in here, Pieris japonica. Looks like forest flame, gets a nice red foliage on it. And there's a Preludi, Pieris, variegated, and more heathers. And then there's lots of digitalis in here, foxglove with bronze fennel growing that spreads like a weed. There's Mexican orange up against the wall. This is kind of a cold spot in the wintertime. There's lots of Mexican orange there, but it actually froze back. This is like I say, a colder area away from the water. Some palms coming in there that I actually dug out from over there, and they got stressed last summer, but they're coming back nicely. There's 2 Trachycarpus palms in there, and then there's a cluster of razorbacks here that I grew from seed and planted here years ago as seedlings, and they are thriving because this is really good soil. So these are the exotic gardens at Rainbow Road Pool, and in here we have our tikis. There's some of our tikis at the entranceway inside the pool to greet guests. There's a grand fir tiki on the left, the big one, and a eucalyptus nitens on the right. So anyway, when you visit the pool, this is what you will see at the front of the building. You will see lots of exotica growing here on Salt Spring Island, and there's lots of other palms I've got planted in the beds out there as well. So we did these gardens quite a few years ago, and they're doing quite well. So I think it's a pretty nice look. All the broadleaf evergreens. I really like evergreen stuff. So. But these palms seem to be just thriving in here. There's a cluster of about 4 of them, I think. I like to cluster them together. It looks way more tropical. All right, folks. Thanks for watching. Gardening.